Hello people, good morning and welcome back to my channel. Wherever you are, thank you for subscribing, and please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'm so much grateful to all of you for subscribing, those who have been sharing my videos. Please continue to share them, as we are very grateful for everything that you are doing. So this is Victorious Help Desk, and as we promised, we are bringing you part 2 of things that University of Ghana will not tell you, but this time very crucial. I say very crucial because you need to do all these things, check all these things, if you really want to graduate successfully from the University of Ghana. And the university will never tell you to do all these things, which means you will be at risk, or you face the consequences of something that possibly you didn't know you should do. But as the law says, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. As a university student, you're expected to read all the rules and regulations that binds the university. So stay tuned. Let's take you through the things that you need to check them to see all these things are satisfied or done before you can graduate successfully from University of Ghana. The first thing that you need to check, is check to see you do not owe any fees, any amount of fees. Being borrowing from the library and not sending it back or returning it, academic or residential fee. Make sure that at the end of every academic year, you've cleared all your fees or any outstanding debts that you owe to the university. The university will not be reminding you to pay your fees or any debt that you owe, especially if you've borrowed a book from BAM Library that you need to return. Usually when you borrow a book and you fail to return it within the time that you need to return, you're going to pay a fine. Even if it's 50 pesos or 20 pesos, you cannot graduate until you pay that 50 pesos or 20 pesos. It sounds weird, but Charlie, do not risk your graduation. Make sure when you borrow a book, you send it back, or if you fail to send it back at the right time, you pay the fine. Do not be accruing debt from either borrowed books or any other debts that you need to pay. Please make sure that you pay this before you find yourself wanting when it's getting to your graduation time. The second one you need to be checking is to check to see you do not have any academic investigations ongoing. So let's say during one of your exams, either level 100 to 400, during one of your examinations, you were asked to fill a form because of examination malpractice, or you were charged to have breached any of the examination rules. Please make sure you do not have any of them still outstanding, else you will not be able to graduate. You'll be given a Z grade or an X grade and you will not be able to graduate, especially if it's a core course. Make sure you are cleared. If at any point you were asked to fill forms for examination malpractice, or you were asked to fill the form because you breached any of the examination rules, please make sure you do not have any. Then again, under this, you need to make sure that all your courses that you've written, the courses that you registered and you sat for the exams, and the result has been released, you should have your results reflected in your MIS web. If your result is not there, make sure you follow up at the appropriate quarters. You go to the department, wherever you go, you need to go to see the lecturer. Put in a maximum effort to make sure that you get your grades reflected in your MIS web. If your grade is on Sakai, do not think that is all. That is not it. It needs to come to the MIS web before you can graduate. So please check to see that your grade is fully reflecting on your MIS web. The third thing that you need to look at, the third thing that you need to check, like 1, 2, 3, yes, the third thing that you need to check is to make sure that you meet the requirements of the courses you've been given by the school and by the department. I realize most of the time when students are given courses, because they don't like the courses, they end up taking courses they want to take. Please, you will not graduate if you do that. The university gave you a course, they offered you a place and you accepted. So you need to register for those courses, else you will not graduate. So if you want to check whether you meet the requirements of the university or the course that you were given, you pick the student handbook, you go through to see that you really have registered for all the courses that you need to register for. So if you were given political science, information studies and Russian, you go to the university handbook, you open to Department of Information Studies to make sure you've registered for all the required courses that you are supposed to register. Please, if at any point you do not understand anything, the best place you need to come to is the department. Look for your academic course advisor or make inquiries at the department as to which particular course is required for you to register. Don't go about registering any courses because you feel you like them or you enjoy doing those courses. Please, don't risk your graduation. Don't risk it. The fourth thing that you need to check if you really want to graduate is to make sure you've passed all the required courses that you need to take and you have a minimum of 120 credit hours passed. This 120 credit hours should include all the required core courses at the various departments for which you are taking courses, and most importantly, the UJRCs. So the university required courses must be completed and passed. If you do not complete any of them and pass them, you are not graduating from University of Ghana. Please complete them. I beg you, complete the UJRCs and make sure that when you pick the student handbook and you see these are core courses, register for these core courses and pass them, and all should sum up to give you a minimum of 120 credit hours. So you see, let's do this calculation. When you are registering in level 100 first semester, you see you have a minimum credit hours of 15. So let's assume you register for the minimum credit hours. In registering for the minimum credit hours, you have all the courses you need to register. So let's say information studies, political science and Russian, or information studies, political science and sociology. You take 3 credit hours from information studies, 3 from sociology, 3 from political science, and then 2 UGRC courses, making 15 minimum. 5 courses, 3 credit hours each, making 15 minimum credit hours. That doesn't mean you cannot exceed. That is why it is minimum. So 15 each semester. So level 100, first and second semester, you do 30 credit hours. 30 level 200, 30 level 300, and 30 level 400. That should give you a 120 credit hours minimum. And you should pass all these courses before you can graduate. Fifth thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the last thing for this part of the video is check to see you do not have any outstanding research papers to take. Please, if you have any research to take, it is never bad if you throw the course. That is not the end of the semester or the end of your education or academic study. You should be bold enough to take the paper, have confidence in yourself, and write the paper. So this is it. The university will never pick a phone to call you that, hey Victoria, you have a research and you need to write it, else you will not graduate. No. The university will never send you an email that, Victoria, you have a research to take and you need to take it. No, it's never going to happen. Put it in your mind that it's never going to happen. The best place to find out for yourself if you have a receipt, or let's say you had E, you had a D in some courses, and you don't know whether you should reset. The best place you need to find out that information from is the STS, that's the student service. So you log into the sts.ug.edu.gh, you enter your ID and your password, and then you go to research registration. When you click on research registration, you see all the courses that you need to research. If you do not have any courses there, it means you are free to go. Yes, that is a good thing. That hooray, you are free to go. But if you do have any course stated there and you see register beside in a hyperlink beside the course, you should know that you are registering a receipt for that course, and you need to register, else you are not leaving this school. So please check to see that you do not have any receipt paper. You cannot graduate if you have any of them, especially core courses or UGRCs. For level 100, our current level 100, especially your UGRCs and your HEX. If you don't pass your HEX and your UGR6 successfully, if you have receipts and you don't write them and pass, you can't leave the school. Your colleagues will graduate all right, but you will have to come back and write. You will not be able to graduate. You come back and write, and you go and take your certificate. The possibility of you not even graduating, having your name in the graduating list, will even be high. You just complete it and go for your certificate. That is not a good thing to do after you spend 4 years worrying and studying and doing all those hectic things on campus, and you don't get anything or have any ceremony to mark it. Please check your receipt papers if you really want to leave the school successfully. Yes, so this is the end of our video. And just a wrap up. Let's go through the things that you need to check quickly. So first, you check that you do not owe the university in any way. You do not have any outstanding debts, else you will not be able to leave the school successfully. Second one is you check to see you don't have any academic investigations ongoing, any examination malpractice, or you've been charged to have reached any of the examination rules. The third thing is you check to see you meet all the requirements, the course requirements that you were offered to take at the university and the department. Fourth one is you make sure you have taken and passed all the core and the prescribed elective courses, including your UGRCs and your HEX. And you should have a minimum. The last one is make sure you do not have any receipts to take. If you have receipts, you take them, and you can leave the university successfully. So this is the end of our video. Once again, please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and thank you so much for staying with us throughout this period. And hey, if you have any comments, any concerns, any questions, any further clarification, you drop it in the comment section, or you send us an email, or you reach us on any of our social media platforms. We are going to respond to you to make sure that you have a successful study at University of Ghana. Thank you so much, and see you next time.